Pastor Luke, speaking the truth of the word and reaching the youth, saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turning up every weekend, get lit in, nigga in church on Sunday, you can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up.
A mother who passed the test. A mother who endured the process of faith. A mother who stood although it didn't happen the way she thought it was going to happen. It didn't come the way she thought it was going to come. A mother that endured the test because sometimes she thought all I had to do was come to Jesus and make my petition known unto him. I didn't know that before the testimony, there would be a test. And the true test of authenticity is, how bad do you want it? Family footnote, worship will get you some stuff that you don't really deserve. Worship will cause some doors to open for you that never was supposed to open in the first place. Worship will cause some ways to be made for you. And the people that bless you don't even understand how you got blessed, but worship. And see, that's why when you come to the house of the Lord, nobody should have to prompt you to worship God. Her baby is sick and she's crying out, Lord, help me. Don't you know that Lord, help me is a complete prayer? I'm talking about when you show enough going through something, you don't have time for a elongated prayer. No, sometimes all you know to do is to fall down on your knees and say, Lord, help me. Come here, let me talk to you. I've come to talk to your faith this morning. Yeah, it's time for you to start believing God for what you prayed for. It's time for you to start believing that your God can do what it is you ask for. What's the use of coming to church if you don't believe that God is able to do what it is you prayed and asked God to do? Somebody shout, God is able. Because I believe in my spirit that there's something God has spoken to you and you've put it on the shelf because you're too afraid. There's something that God has spoken to you and you don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know where you're going to get the resources from. You don't know who's going to help you. But God told me to tell you, don't worry about all of that. If I called you to it, then I'm God enough to call you through it. And I just need you to get excited about the fact that God has spoken a word to you of what he's going to do. Watch this. And so God will tell you do some stuff. Here it is, Deanna, it don't make any sense. And you can't wrap your mind around it. 15 years ago when God told me to start this church, it was at a time when I had stopped church. I had quit church because I was church hurt. Put my Bible on the shelf. I wasn't reading, wasn't praying, wasn't going to nobody's church. I was done. God comes to me and says, son, I want you to start this church. I said, God, you do know that we're not speaking. Yeah, you do remember that we broke up. Man, come on, somebody. But when I came to myself and realized that if he broke up with me, I would be dead and gone. That was somebody. I said, God, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. If you want me to go to Tupelo, I'll go to Tupelo. Wherever you send me, I'll go. And so I said, okay, God, I'll do what you want me to do. So I called some people, and two of the people I called Mike Liggins and I called Chad Rivas. Yeah, and I called the two brothers and I called them to my house and we sat at the table. You remember that, Mike? We sat at the table and I said, brothers, I got something to tell you. I said, God called me to start church. And they said, well, good for you. They said, well, God bless you, man. I see it in you. I see it in you. I said, but he also told me to tell you, watch this, going somewhere. He also told me to tell you that both of you are going to be preachers. It was dead silence. You could hear a rat licking ice. I'm telling you, it wouldn't. But today, somebody said today, Today, our brother Chad Rivers, he's in glory with the Lord. But when you look on the Multi-Purpose Center, it says Elder Chad Rivers Sr. Elder, he walked in his anointing. And today, he is Dr. Pastor Michael Liggins today. Because God will do what he said he's going to do. And I don't know what it is that you believe in God for, but God is able to do what he said he's going to do.